America will be there for you.
President Obama speaking at Arlington National Cemetery earlier today. We just wanted to take a moment here to highlight one group whose mission is to be there for the families of the fallen. Take a look at this video. If you've never heard of it, it's the Good Grief Camp, a Memorial Day weekend event sponsored by the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. It's an acronym. It's TAPS. They help military families, including children, cope after losing a loved one. And over this past weekend, TAPS brought together 1,200 families in the nation's capital for refuge and really just to remember.
I brought my kids 5 months after my husband died because I wanted them to know they were not the only kids who had lost a parent. And I wanted them to know that there is a place they can go to where they feel normal and where they feel like they don't have to always talk about what happened. But we're all here for the same reason.
Bonnie Carroll is the president and founder of TAPS. She joins me now live from Washington. Bonnie, nice to see you. And let me just point out for our viewers, you're also a veteran. You served in the military, the Air Force Reserve, and the Air National Guard. So nice to see you. And I want to talk about really the benefits, it sounds like, for kids feeling a sort of sense of normalcy in the Good Grief Camp. But I have to ask about you because on a personal level, you lost your husband in an Army plane crash in 1992. You founded TAPS soon after. And so I know, here you are and your husband. I know this morning you were actually at the White House. You and other surviving family members had breakfast with the president, the first lady. Tell me about that and tell me a little something about that conversation with Mr. Obama.
Oh, we really had the chance to talk with the president and the first lady about the work TAPS is doing with the families of America's fallen heroes. You know, TAPS lets families know that America remembers and honors their service and their sacrifice, regardless of how or where the death occurred. In TAPS, we have families who have lost loved ones, not just in combat, but to suicide, to illness, to accidents. And TAPS is there to honor their life and their service.
And you're there 24/7, as you point out on your website. This past weekend, it was the 18th year of the Good Grief Camp. And it sounds like, obviously, it's beneficial for the parents, but also for the kids as well. Why?
Well, the children learn that America honors their loved one's service and sacrifice. They learn that they're not alone in their grief. They meet other kids their same age talking that same language of loss. They're paired one-on-one with a military mentor, and they get that buddy, and they get to reconnect with the military that their family was so much a part of.
Speaking of the mentors, I want to play a little sound. This is Senior Airman Louis Iverson of the Air Force. He is a peer mentor from the camp. Take a listen.
And these kids really benefit from it. The active duty individuals here benefit from it as well. I mean, you really get that sense of pride in what you're doing, and it's one of the best ways to serve, even outside of the uniform itself.
Who are these mentors, Bonnie? And I'm sure their role is can't really put a price tag on what it is they do for these families.
Absolutely. TAPS recruits actually hundreds and now thousands of military members who we train to work with a child who's experiencing a traumatic loss. But you know, for the military mentors, it's also an opportunity to share their own grief and to be in this safe place where they can honor their fallen battle buddies.
Bonnie Carroll, we appreciate you and your service and the work you're doing here with TAPS. Bonnie, thank you so much. Happy Memorial Day.
Thank you.